What up, Twitter world? It's the White OJ. I had an absolutely crazy week, last few weeks actually. So I just had to do this episode solo dolo. I went on a little getaway last week with some of my boys. They have a cabin up in Wisconsin, a family cabin, couple of them. They essentially own the road near DeSoto, Wisconsin, and went up there for about 4 days. Got there Tuesday night, and then I went to a show in Jefferson, Iowa. Shout out to Jeremy Cartwright. It was a heckle golf. So during the day there was a golf tournament, and us comedians got to heckle the golfers, and then we had a show in the night. And if not, I mean that's probably my favorite day of comedy in my career so far. Uh, Shout out to all the comics that I met. Um, yeah, I could have interviewed them because they were all cool. Some Des Moines, not Des Moines, sorry, Omaha, Nebraska comics, and then there was me, and then a couple Minneapolis comics. So it was just a meeting of the tri-state, quad state, however you want to put it, area, all meeting up in Jefferson, Iowa. That's about 3.5 hours from where I'm at in Davenport. And I realized that I should plug shows. Sorry, I'm everywhere. This is solo. I can do whatever I want. I should plug shows because yeah, that was this past Saturday. Let's see here. 5-3. I got the Don't Tell in Davenport. It's gonna be at Stardust. You're not supposed to tell, but it's fucking 2 days away at this point. So Don't Tell 5-3. It's Stardust in Davenport. Don't Tell comedy. I'll be second to last doing 15 minutes. It's gonna be a banger. And then on 5/17, I will be at the Blackhawk Room in Moline, Illinois. I'll be headlining Austin Eagles and Accomplices, put on by the Quad City Memes, produced by the Quad City Memes page. So go follow them. I'll probably do something with them. And then 5/24, my last show for a while around this area until I come back home. 5/24 at the Speakeasy in Rock Island. I will be headlining. Yeah, it's official. 5/31. I'm moving to Austin. So Austin before Austin is less than a month out, and then it'll be Austin and Austin. I don't know how that's gonna work down there. We're gonna figure it out. Probably gonna be a lot of solo shit like this, but yeah. So Saturday happened after the trip. Shout out to Todd Basinger too on last Tuesday through a pop up open mic for me because I told him that I was going on that trip, and Dubuque is about an hour and 45 minutes from where I was going to be, so it was like the halfway point. So I just asked him if he'd throw an open mic for me since I'd be right on the way, and he obliged. And it was a good little workshop pop up mic. So shout out to Todd Basinger. And then Sunday, Renwick Mansion. Shout out to Chris Schlichting, Dane Moulton, Sarah Moulton. I opened for Uncle Laser, a Austin comic, and then Jessica Mercina. She was there too from Chicago. She's also moving to Austin. That too was just, I mean, this past weekend was a fever dream on shows, Saturday and Sunday. Just some of the best sets I've ever had. Just really, keying in and knowing which jokes hit and get the best pops. I'm at that sweet spot that comics talk about where, I mean, my 15 to 20 I love, but I really want to, really wish I would have got more headlining sets before I got to go. But, I'm humbled and grateful for the two that I have. That's going to probably be my last headlining set until, maybe I come back home and can squeeze one in here in a few months during the holidays. But yeah, Sunday was sick. Uncle Laser was pretty cool. Um, Chopped up some game with him. And then, yeah, these last few nights of open mics have kind of been shitty. Monks was cool, just a workshop open mic, just because it was us comics and no real audience. And then did Lucky Cat tonight, and Broken Saddle. Broken Saddle was cool. I'll probably do one more at the Broken Saddle, one more open mic. That was Broken Saddle is, where a lot of my mics started, between Jukebox and Broken Saddle. And then Renwick will always hold a special place in my heart. Getting the guest spot there. Shout out to Chris Schlicking again. I wish I would have got more, but you'll have that. Whatever, politics, if you will. Yeah, Renwick. I'll never forget the date. It would be January 14th of 2022 is where I was, what, 4 or 5 months into comedy at this point, and that's where I buckled down. I got thrown on the open mic last minute because you have to sign up for this one, pre-sign up, and Schlichting messaged me in the morning and told me there was an open spot so that I could go up, and I was hyped. So I thought, I better, what I thought at that point, the jokes that had gotten, some laughs, I put together my best 5 minutes that I thought I had, and I killed for 4 or 5 months in from what from my perspective. That was the first time I ever had like a great set, start to finish. From what I think, I'm sure compared to my sets now, it would have been abysmal. But yeah, I still can think of at least 3 or 4 jokes that I have kept. That's the thing, about 4 or 5 months in, I found my voice, and that a lot of people voice and style. I knew what I wanted to be at the beginning, but uh, it just is. I'm lucky that it's came together early, but I also work hard at it and have sacrificed a lot. So luck, hard work, preparation. You can call it whatever you want. Um, yeah, I had to do this one solo. I was gonna maybe have Al Mean, Golden Ticket, Kill Tony winner. I'll still have him on because he's on the 524 show at the Speakeasy. He's doing a feature spot. Yeah, I'll have him on probably. I want to do it tonight, but we were busy, so I'll figure maybe I'll do something tomorrow and be able to throw something on at the end of the week to, and I'll be able to talk about the Don't Tell show. Yeah, maybe at the Village tomorrow, or maybe even at the Don't Tell show. Who knows? Don't tell, right? Um, the Kendrick just replied today to Drake. I didn't even want to do a reaction because it was a 6 minute song. Um, yeah, he fired bars, but I feel like Kendrick being the guy that he is, I'm a Kendrick guy. I'm a Drake guy too, but so I don't really have a side in this fight. I just want to see I want to see greatness on both ends, and I feel like Kendrick kind of said shit that's already been said that like Pusha T and Rick Ross has already said. That's the thing too is like Drake's push-ups wasn't just aimed at Kendrick; it was also to 4 or 5 other people. So that's one thing too that Drake has, and at his advantage, and that Kendrick, kind of brought on himself doing the album with Future and Metro Boomin. Didn't get a chance to record a podcast with JD, but maybe I'll be able to do that Sunday. That'll be good, actually. That's a good thought. I am on David Collins' 30-minute half-hour show this past week, so check that episode out. He just dropped his second episode of the reality show. Show David Collins some love. I believe he said he's going to be on Blind Mike again, so go watch my boys. Let's see, what else do we got? I was on Diet Cokeheads, Ben Woodfield's new podcast. I'll be the first guest on that on the first episode. So check that out. That'll be dropping soon. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I want to squeeze in some podcasts with JD, but if our schedules don't line up, I can't, this will be out April 30th. Not to date myself, but I'm leaving in exactly a month. It's all kind of setting in. It all hit me today. I got a little sad and depressed today for some reason. I don't know why. It was sunny out. Uh, you don't need to know that, but hey, this is inside on my life. I don't know why. I just got sad today. It's just really kind of hit me that I'll be 15 hours if I wanted to drive from home. And then if I wanted to fly, that's always a great option. It's not a bad flight at all. I just would have to figure it out. But yeah, I've never been more than an hour and 15 minutes away from home, so this is going to be a big test. Like I said, lived in Dubuque for a year last year, but I was always close to home. So, but I'm ready. Like I said, these past weekend of shows was fucking insane and just a career high. And then these past 2 days is just to bring back down to reality. And I think that's what it is, just a slap in the face. I have been writing some good new jokes. I'm excited about that, fitting them into my headliner set that I need to start crafting down and perfecting and molding. There's always jokes that can be thrown out that even if they do work, it's just it's the pacing of a headliner set. It's all about keeping the crowd's attention. And I think I've done that the few times I have headlined well. Uh, yeah, looking to do 45 minutes each night of these shows. So please come out if you can come 517 or 524. I mean, if you come to both, that would be great, but you're probably going to get these exact same set with maybe 1 to 4 jokes being different depending how they go, or if I write a new joke that I feel like has to be thrown into the headliner set. Jesselnick said something weird that I don't really, or his style is that he only does his set that he's doing, like that he records for the special, his hour. He nails down an hour and doesn't even write anything else. He just concentrates on that hour, and I don't agree with that. But hey, what do I know? But I feel like if I get this 45 minutes, 45 to 50 minutes that I really feel like is honed down, that in a couple years, record a special, and then I would think I'll have 15 to 20 minutes of leftover material that I know that works, just doesn't fit in the set. But that's the beauty of it. We'll figure it out. I was talking to Ben Woodfield today. Shout out to Ben Woodfield and JTK. It's just uh, my ideas of, what the future holds with stand up and scripts and stuff. Ben does movie scripts, and I have at least 5 or 6 ideas, 3 of them being like a trilogy, and hell, 6 or 7 actually. Yeah, and 3 of them are like a trilogy. But yeah, I have a few ideas. I don't know if they'd be novels or movie scripts or I don't know, TV series, but a lot of writers don't even have one good idea. So maybe I'll just see. I feel like they're original, for the most part. A couple of them are twists on your regular tropes in movies, but a lot of exciting stuff coming. I just felt like I had to jump on here solo dolo, trying to get my subscribers up. So please fucking like and subscribe. Do all of that. Go listen to David Collins' 30-minute half-hour show that I was just on. David Collins will be on the 517 show. So if you're a fan of David Collins and if you're a fan of me, Black Hawk Room in Moline. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but it's in that alley between Saddle or Broken Saddle. It's in the alley, and the back door is right there. So maybe by 517 they'll have a better fucking door for that place. But you know what's not going to be a secret? The goddamn jokes we're going to be slinging. Corny, but a fact. Oh my god, what I'll close out on. Um, I'm finally seeing my idol, one of my idols, Marshall Mathers, Eminem. I'm finally seeing him live, October 19th at the Formula One race on Saturday in Austin, Texas. He is doing a concert later in the night, and I will be attending. Hopefully, Dexter and Sprout, my brother and my cousin, are able to attend. They're trying to get tickets too. But yeah, as of right now, it's just me, and I'm fucking pumped. He announced the death of Slim Shady, possibly one of his final albums. I can't see him doing more than 2 or 3. But, I mean, as sad as that is to say, I'm a realist. I just want him to, have 2 or 3 more classics in him, 1 or 2, whatever. A Bad Meets Evil album, Give me whatever you want. You know I'm gonna eat that shit up. But yeah, come to a show. 5-3 in a couple days is Don't Tell at the Stardust. 5-17 at the Black Hawk Room in Moline, and then 5-24 at the Speakeasy in Rock Island, Illinois. My final show before Austin, Texas. I'll be doing open mics obviously the following week, but who gives a shit about those unless you're a comic? Signing off. Follow me.